There are many couples that say this or use this statement. When it's good, is good. How many of you are holding on to that statement in a relationship right now? How many of you are staying in a relationship that's toxic, unhealthy, not just for you and the person who are practicing this toxicity, but it is affecting your children, affecting your family, affecting your friends? How many of you are in such a relationship right now, but you're holding on because when it's good, it's good? How about when it's bad, it's bad? And focusing on that and looking at the broader picture and realizing how that bad outweighs the good. Most of us in relationships are very idealistic. We want to hold on to any fragment of hope. We want to hold on to our dying breath to any hope that the relationship can get back to the place where it started out or the place where it was last good. I hear that all the time. When it is good, it's good. But you need to examine why it's not good. Most relationships that have broken down in communication, compatibility, and compromise, or the ability to compromise, or communication, it is very difficult to get them back to that place without a recognition or come to Jesus moment, like somebody once said to me. Come to a Jesus moment where you realize, you know what? The good or the good times are not enough to evaluate this relationship. It's time to evaluate this relationship from a place where it's broken down, where the bad outweighs the good. I am all about preventative. I'm all about trying to prevent the outcome and trying to, it's like going to a dentist, right? You try to prevent cavities instead of just letting the cavities happen. And then you're like, thousands, $10,000 later, you're like, this is problematic. I may not have the money, or it's too much money, and I don't have the time to take off from work to address this issue. Yeah, don't let your relationship get there. Recognize that by you saying when it's good is good, that's an unrealistic approach to your relationship. Look at your relationship. Do a pros and cons. I ask people to do this. Write a list of the pros and the cons of the good and the bad. And if the bad truly outweigh the good, then it's time for you to really look at your relationship and really take some preventative measures or any measure to save it from where it's going, because it's not going in a good place. It's going in a bad place. Human beings are creatures of hope. Human beings are creatures of ignoring the obvious or ignoring the truth as long as it serves their purpose. Most of people stay in relationships because they're able to get something out of the relationship, even if it's not the totality of what they want. Most people are sacrificing themselves because of relationships, because one, society says it's the right thing to do to sacrifice yourself, because relationships are something that you have to build upon and grow in. And I absolutely agree. I personally believe that being in a relationship with someone is not something that unfolds in 1 year, 2 year, 5 years. It could take a lifetime to get to know the person that you've chosen to be with. Do you have the patience for that lifetime is the question you need to ask yourself. And the other question is, have you two not grown together? Because not growing together is detrimental to any relationship. Most people don't grow together, they grow apart. And to prevent growing apart, you have to have a realistic approach to the relationship. Yeah, you may not be in a good place right now, or you may be in a good place, but you're tethering on that, it's like a tightrope. You're walking a tightrope, like, yeah, the good times are good, but the bad times are creeping in there. People change. People go through a vicissitudes and they don't know how to deal with those changes. Most relationships lack the patience necessary to stay in a relationship that has gone sour. Should I say most people lack the patience. Patience is a big key component of a healthy relationship. If you want to stay here, instead of saying, when the good is good, I want you to be able to also look at the bad, and instead of ignoring it, find a solution. Stop ignoring what's in front of your face. Stop telling people, oh, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. When you say that, what you're really saying is, I'm on my way out. I don't care who you are. Yeah, you can. I want your comments on this one, because this is a big one for me. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. And I know that, in all fairness, most people that say that, whether men or women, they actually believe what they mean. They're like, I love you as a person. I love you as an individual. I care for you. I have your best interest at heart, but I'm no longer in love with you, meaning I don't want to be with you. That's how I interpret it. But you guys, I want you to be honest with me. Am I wrong here? I really want your comments on this. This is a discussion. This is not me just throwing my feelings out there and saying that I'm right. Your feedback is necessary. Let's talk about this. And after we've talked about it, then I'll do a follow-up. My name is Ingrid Felton. As always, thank you. Thank you for coming to the YouTube channel. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for liking the videos and your feedback. And I really look forward to this particular conversation and discussion. And I hope you watch the whole video to understand what the discussion is going to be about. Thank you, and looking forward to talking to you soon. Bye.